The old is said, do the right thing, the right place at the right time. Hello guys, this is Mr. Matured once again, and I welcome you to Matured Fashion Academy's online training. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to draft a palazzo trouser. Yes, it is there out there, but I want to show you how I do it with my students. This is not a copycat. This is not an edited video. So it's going to be a voice on video how you see me teaching. There have been a lot of complaints on apprentices not getting the right information they need to become professional designers. But with Matured Fashion Academy, we make sure that our students get the right information that they need so that they can really become who they want to be in fashion. If you are new to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel and hit on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new content like this, you will get notified. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. And for my oldies, I really appreciate you guys. Let's get into the video and see how I teach my students. You can also learn from this, a palazzo trouser, the information you need to know about palazzo trouser. I'm going to see you in the class.
Alright guys, good morning, good afternoon, good day. So today we are coming to cut a palazzo trouser and we are going to share a lot of information in here with my students, right? So we are using this anchor to cut the palazzo trouser. So first of all, you will need your measurements, your measuring tape, and the tools I have already told you to get. So we have our fabric here. We are going to consider the length and the width. We are also going to manage fabric. So first of all, look at your measurements. Before you look at your measurements, first of all, fold your fabric a little bit like this, right? And then from the very edge, you know that your extension is going to be around 2 inches thereabouts. But I'm having some fringe around this area. So I'm now going to measure the 2 inches plus the frame. Okay. So I'm going to do it this way and mark 2.5 inches. And then from that 2.5 inches, I'm going to impute my hip circumference divided by 4. So look at the hip circumference.
38.
So 38 divided by 4, what will be the value?
9.5.
9.5. So you're going to mark that value here, 9.5. And then now let's come to the ease that we need to add on to get a palazzo trouser. Right. So the ease starts from 6 inches, anything from 6 inches. Good. So from 6 inches to 1000, if your fabric is going to be enough, you can use it. But if it is not going to be enough, because palazzo don't use thousands, you need something small. So when you use the 6 inches, you are also going to divide it by 4. Okay. And you can also use this method. Whatever that is your hip circumference, you add anything from 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, depending on what you want your palazzo to look like. Right. So in this case, we are going to use 12, right? Okay. So the 12 is going to, when you add 12 to 30, 38, what will be the value? You're going to get 50. 50. Right? So 50 divided by 4. 50 divided by 4 is going to give us 12.5. Right?
Yeah, 12.5.
Because 12.5 times 2 is going to give us 25. So 25 times 2 is 50. So that 12.5 you are going to, from this extension mark you did, you are going to now mark 12.5 here. We have already done this, but I'll show you another method. You see that we still locked up on the same mark.
Yes.
So whatever you have here from the very edge, not the selvage, this is the selvage. So from the very edge you add 2.5, 2.5 plus
15.
Plus 12.5 gives us 15. So you are going to now fold your fabric on 15. So this is our 15. Now let's start our marking. So first of all, from the selvage, we are going to mark our hemming allowance, right? You can use 2 inches or 2.5. So you are going to mark that this way. And then you are now going to impute your full length. Okay? So the full length, because you are sewing palazzo, excuse me. So the full length is 41, right?
Yes.
And the 41, because you are sewing palazzo, is going to have a long crouch or body right. We need to add an ease of half of an inch. So when you add half into 41, what will be the value?
41.5.
So you mark your 41.5 inch. Now, still pay attention here. This is the full length. So 41.5, you are going to determine whether you are going to put the elastic inside or you are going to attach the elastic band. So if you are going to attach the elastic band, and it's exactly what I want to do, I'm going to determine the width or the height of the band. So in this case, my band is going to be 2 inches. So I'm now going to minus the 2 inches from here, right? So I'll mark my 2 inches from here. And then I'm going to measure whatever I have here to the length. So we are going to get 39.5. So I'll take the 39.5 here. I'll connect a straight line So this line that I'm marking is going to be this line. Okay? And then we have our hemline here. Then, now that we have that, we are now coming to impute our body rise. So when we measured our body rise, it was 11 inches, right? So the 11 inches, we are going to add half inch each to it. Okay? That is our body rise. You can, from the band. So you see that I place it from the band. Okay? So I'm going to mark 11.5. You can still even put 1 inch or 3/4, depending on, so that the person is going to feel comfortable. Okay, I'll still go ahead and make it. I'll add 1 inch to it, so that it's not going to get into the crotch area because it's a female. Even though everything is going to be a high waist, but we still need free movement around the crotch area. Okay, so we have 12 inches here. In this case, it means the length of the crotch or the body rise is going to be 10 inches, right? So we are going to mark our 10 inches. Then we connect. I don't want you to get confused. Now, this is our crotch line, and we are sewing a high waist for the hip of 38, right? So if this is our crotch length, and then we take it to the band, you see that we have 12 inches, which is standard. Okay, don't just cut it. You need to let your measurements work for you. Normally, for normal trouser for 38 is going to be around, with the band, it's going to be around 10 inches. It's okay, but because of we are going to attach the band to it, that's extended to how many? 12 inches. That is going to go on the high waist because the clients want to put it on around the novel area. Okay. Now, palazzo, we don't really need knee length. We don't really need knee length. So what we are going to do now is to get the hip circumference divided by 4. Remember when we did it, we had 12.5. Remember? Okay. So we are going to mark the 12.5 here. Okay. That is on the crotch line. And then we'll come to the waistline and mark 12.5. Connect the straight line. Alright. The extension you need for this is going to be 2 inches, which is the crotch extension. It's constant for palazzo. You can as well maintain your 2.5, so that it's going to be more freer around the thigh area. So I'm going to maintain my 2 inches. Let me use the 2 inches. Okay. Now when you make it 2 inches here, it's going to reduce to 14.5. So this 14.5, you are going to take it all the way down to the hem. Okay, and mark 14.5. Guys, don't mind me. I don't like drafting without pressing. So we are going to mark 14.5. Is that what I said?
Yeah,
14.5. This 14.5 you have here is from the edge. So you are not going to, because you are doing palazzo, you can reduce anything from 1 inch to 2 inches, depending on how you want the leg side to be big. So in this case, I'm going to do 1.5. I'm going to reduce it by 1.5. So in this case, what do I have here? I have 13 inches. So 13 inches folded into 2 is going to give us 26 inches, which is going to be very okay for palazzo trouser, right? Alright. So 1.5. So this 1.5, you are going to take it in around the middle area. So 14.5 taking 1.5 from it is going to give us 13 inches. Then you connect it around this middle area. Use your straight edge roller. Connect it this way. Are you paying attention here? Okay. So now from here, from the crotch, you go down by about 10 inches more. Okay, and mark. I need my hip curve. I can do it. So I have this curve here. I'm going to connect this 10 inches to this 2 inches mark. Beautifully like this. You can see what we have here. The thigh is big, the knee is big, and it matches the right. It's very simple. Do you understand? Alright. So to get the crouch, you just come up here by whatever you have as your body rise, which was 12 inches divided by 4. So 12 divided by 4, what will be the value? 12 divided by 4, 3 inches. So from the crotch length, you come up by 3 inches. This is going to be actually your hip line. And then you just connect it. Let me use my tool. Okay. Connect it this way. And connect a beautiful curve like that. A lot of times you will see people wearing this type of palazzo trouser, and it has a lot of gathers at the waist area, which does not really define the outfit, although what we have in the system is very okay. But whenever I'm sewing mine, I try to reduce that gathers. It will not make it too puffy. You reduce it a little and you shape it. Okay. So sometimes I reduce it from the front or I reduce it from the side. Any which one works. Any which one works. So what do you guys think I should put? I'm going to do it on the side. So on the side, I'm going to come go in by 0.75 or half of an inch. It's okay, but I'm using 0.75. And then I'm going to connect this beautiful curve. Good. Now, on this side, which is the side waist, I'll go up by half of an inch. I'm raising the side. And then connect it. Don't reduce the side. Okay? Connect it beautifully like this, which is on the waistline. So this side has raised about half of an inch. Now, on this same waistline, we are going to add our sewing allowance of half of an inch that we are going to use in joining the band. Okay? So this is it. Half of an inch. And then come here and mark half of an inch. Connect it with the curve. We are done with the front panel. So what we have to do is to cut. But before we cut, as usual, I need to pin them together. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut. Sorry about this. So you can see that our palazzo trouser, because it's going towards the hip area, is quite shaped. It has a slight shape towards the hip area. The thing is going up. So if it would have been that it's going to stop on the normal waistline, and that one can still maintain, but this one is going to go up. So this stomach side doesn't seem to get too much. It's not going to be fine. Maybe you want to put on a crop top or something so that it's going to shape it. Yes. And you can still, if you look at it instead that it's still big, you can still do both sides, which is the center front and the side front of the trouser. So now let's cut the back panel. We are using the front to cut the back.